Does your dog bark at everything, people, noises, even the wind? It's frustrating, right? Now imagine stopping it in just seconds. Sounds impossible? It's not. Today, I'll show you a simple trick to stop your dog from barking fast. No yelling, no stress. Plus, we'll cover why dogs bark in the first place so you can prevent it long term. Stick around to learn this easy fix. And if you love helpful dog tips, hit that like button. Subscribe and let's dive in. Chapter 1. Why dogs bark. Understanding the root cause. Before we fix the barking, we need to understand why it happens. 1. Attention-seeking barking. Dogs use barking as a way to communicate, and sometimes they do it simply because they want something from you. Whether it's food, playtime, or just some affection, attention-seeking barking is your dog's way of saying, "Hey, look at me." This type of barking is often accompanied by other behaviors like pawing at you, nudging your hand, or bringing you a toy. If this barking becomes excessive, it can be frustrating. The key to managing it is to make sure your dog's needs are met. Regular playtime, exercise, and mental stimulation can reduce their demand for attention. It's also important not to reinforce the behavior by giving in every time they bark. Instead, wait for a moment of quiet before rewarding them with attention. 2. Alarm or protective barking. Dogs have a natural instinct to protect their home and loved ones. When they hear an unfamiliar sound, see a stranger approaching, or sense something unusual, they may bark to alert you. This type of barking is often sharp, intense, and repetitive, signaling that your dog is on high alert. While some protective barking is normal, excessive or aggressive barking can become an issue. Training your dog to understand a quiet command and desensitizing them to common triggers, like doorbells or passing cars, can help them feel more at ease. Providing positive reinforcement when they stay calm in situations that usually trigger barking can also be effective. 3. Boredom or loneliness barking. Dogs are social animals, and when left alone for long periods, they may resort to barking simply to express their frustration or loneliness. This type of barking is often monotonous and continuous, as if they're trying to fill the silence with their own voice. To prevent boredom barking, ensure your dog gets enough physical exercise and mental stimulation before being left alone. Puzzle toys, interactive feeders, and even leaving some background noise, like a TV or soft music, can help keep them engaged. If your dog struggles with separation anxiety, gradual training to increase their comfort being alone can be beneficial. 4. Fear or anxiety barking. Dogs often bark when they feel scared or anxious, using their voice as a way to express distress. Common triggers include loud noises like thunderstorms or fireworks, unfamiliar environments, or situations that make them feel vulnerable. This type of barking is usually high-pitched and may be accompanied by other signs of anxiety, such as pacing, whining, or hiding. If your dog barks due to fear or anxiety, it's important to address the root cause rather than just the barking itself. Creating a safe space, such as a quiet room with their favorite toys or a cozy crate, can help them feel more secure. Desensitization training, gradually exposing them to their fears in a controlled way, can also reduce their anxious reactions over time. Additionally, providing calming aids like white noise, pheromone diffusers, or even anxiety wraps can make a difference. 5. Excitement barking. Some dogs simply can't contain their enthusiasm, and barking becomes their way of expressing pure joy. This type of barking is common during playtime, when meeting new people, or even when anticipating something fun, like a walk or car ride. It's usually rapid and high energy, often accompanied by tail wagging, jumping, or zooming around. While excitement barking isn't necessarily a problem, it can become overwhelming if your dog gets overly worked up. Teaching commands like sit or stay before engaging in play or greeting people can help them learn to manage their excitement. Redirecting their energy with toys, structured activities, or obedience training can also channel their enthusiasm in a more controlled way. Now that you know why it's happening, let's get to the simple trick that stops barking in seconds. Chapter 2. The easy trick to stop barking instantly. 1. The interrupt and reward method. This method works by breaking your dog's barking pattern and reinforcing quiet behavior with a positive reward. When your dog starts barking, use a distinct but non-threatening sound, such as a whistle, a click, or a gentle shh to catch their attention. The goal is not to startle them, but to momentarily interrupt their focus on whatever is causing them to bark. As soon as they pause, immediately reward them with a treat, praise, or affection. Consistency is key over time. They'll learn that stopping barking leads to something positive. This technique is particularly effective for dogs that bark out of habit or overexcitement, as it teaches them that staying quiet brings better results than barking. 2. The quiet command technique. Teaching a quiet command helps your dog understand when barking needs to stop. Instead of trying to silence them mid-bark, wait for a brief pause and calmly say, "Quiet," in a firm but gentle tone. The moment they stay silent, immediately reward them with praise or a treat. This reinforces the idea that quiet behavior is what earns them rewards. Avoid yelling or raising your voice, as this can make your dog more excited or anxious, causing even more barking. With consistent practice, your dog will start associating the word quiet with the action of stopping barking, making it easier to control their vocalizations. 3. The ignore and redirect strategy. If your dog barks for attention, the best response is to ignore the behavior completely. Even negative reactions, like telling them to stop or looking at them, can reinforce barking, since they see it as a way to get your attention. Instead, wait until they naturally pause and then reward their silence with a treat or praise. To reinforce this behavior, redirect their focus with a toy, puzzle, or a simple command like sit or down. This helps them understand that quiet and calm behavior is what earns rewards rather than barking. Over time, they'll learn that barking isn't the most effective way to get what they want. These methods work fast, but for long-term results, you need to address the root of the problem. Chapter 3. Long-term solutions for a quiet dog. 1. Exercise and mental stimulation. A well-exercised dog is much less likely to bark excessively. Dogs often bark out of boredom or pent-up energy, so ensuring they get enough physical and mental stimulation can significantly reduce unwanted barking. Daily walks, runs, or play sessions help burn off excess energy, making them calmer and less likely to seek attention through barking. Mental stimulation is just as important as physical exercise. Interactive puzzle toys, treat dispensing toys, and training exercises keep their minds engaged and prevent frustration-related barking. A dog that is both mentally and physically satisfied will be more relaxed and less reactive to minor triggers. 2. Training and socialization. Proper training and socialization help prevent barking caused by fear or uncertainty. Exposing your dog to different environments, people, and other animals at an early age can make them more confident and less likely to react with excessive barking when faced with new situations. Regular training sessions reinforce good behavior and teach commands like quiet or leave it, which help control barking. Structured experiences, such as supervised dog park visits or controlled exposure to new sounds and people, make them more adaptable and less likely to overreact. 3. Desensitization techniques. If your dog barks at specific triggers, like the doorbell or passing cars, desensitization can help them remain calm. Start by exposing them to the trigger at a low level, such as a recorded doorbell sound at a low volume, while rewarding them for staying quiet. Gradually increase the intensity over time, ensuring they associate the trigger with positive reinforcement rather than a reason to bark. This technique teaches your dog that certain noises or situations aren't a threat, helping them stay relaxed instead of reacting with barking. With consistent practice, they will learn that staying calm brings rewards, making them less likely to bark at everyday occurrences. 4. Avoid reinforcing barking. One of the most common mistakes dog owners make is unintentionally reinforcing barking by giving attention at the wrong time. If your dog barks for attention, food, or play, and you immediately respond, they learn that barking is an effective way to get what they want. Instead, wait until they are quiet before rewarding them with attention, treats, or toys. If they bark at you for something, turn away or ignore them until they stop, then immediately reward their silence. Over time, this teaches them that being calm and quiet is what leads to positive outcomes. 5. Use white noise or calming music. Some dogs bark in response to outside noises, such as traffic, other dogs, or household sounds. Playing soft background noise, like white noise or calming music, can help mask these triggers and create a more peaceful environment. Classical music, specially designed dog relaxation playlists, or even a fan running in the background can help soothe an anxious dog. This is especially useful for dogs with noise sensitivities or those who bark excessively when left alone. A calm environment makes it easier for your dog to relax, reducing their urge to bark unnecessarily. Barking is normal, but with the right techniques, you can stop it in seconds and prevent it long term. Which method worked best for your dog? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more easy dog tips.